Hi, welcome to the ride. The ride this time is our autumn gravel tour. 4 stages, many thanks to Ian for all of the organisation. We'll be riding from Ballarat to Maryborough, Maryborough to St Arnaud, St Arnaud to Ararat, and Ararat to back to Ballarat, all in Victoria in Australia. We'll be using minor roads, often through forest. Needless to say, the trip will be powered by coffee. In the video there's bound to be plenty of pictures of cyclists and bikes. You can safely ignore those and just look at the magnificent scenery. I'm Phil. Let's enough talking. Let's get going, shall we?
Morning, Phil.
Morning, gentlemen. Yes, of course we're stopping in Clunes. The town is quite attractive with its wide main street and the many gold mining era buildings. Not only that, but the coffee is great.
Oh yeah? Oh, wait about that. They go. Right. We are.
Yeah, I'd like to, yeah.
The 15 bucks or something. Beveridge took the sign from Foxtel last night.
Yeah.
He took the one of the reporters from Foxtel.
Oh yeah, that was a big logo. But
Good morning. Maryborough is another city with its roots in gold mining. The evening meal last night at the Thai restaurant was very pleasant, as was the overnight stay in one of the city's motels. The skies today are lightly overcast. We expect the sun to drive the clouds away by mid-morning. After all, we are now north of the Great Dividing Range, and the weather is usually better. We're hoping that the gravel, which starts with Slaughter-Yard Track, will be smooth enough so that we can arrive in Denali in time for coffee and apricot tart. The bakery there has actually become quite famous for its apricot tart. Many of Denali's well-preserved buildings are also from the gold mining era. Did you know that the huge Welcome Stranger gold nugget was found near Denali in 1869?
Etc. I bring a knife, fork and a spoon that are like a very hard nylon hard product.
Oh dear. Alan's front tyre was the first to puncture. No pressure at all, Alan, but we'll be watching as you change the tube. Let's hope that this is the only puncture for the trip. The Archdale Bridge must have been a significant structure in its day when it was built in 1863. It's well and truly served its purpose and is now in a state of, well, dignified decay. It's an interesting spot. We've been here several times before. I've no idea who these characters are. Perhaps they're laughing because Ian's rear tyre has just punctured. There it is. Yeah. And it's in the sunshine. St Arded has an historic Bill's horse trough. These troughs were donated to various towns in Victoria and New South Wales between 1930 and 1939. A challenge set up by one of the cycle groups in Ballarat was to find these troughs, cycle to them, and take photographs of the bikes with the troughs. And that's what we're doing now. Day 3 is going to involve lots of direction changes onto lots of different tracks. The trail notes for the day have so many instructions they could just about be used to write a novel. Ian has the route mapped on a GPS device. Will that suffice? We'll just have to wait and see. Righto, Ian. Expectations of today?
Expectations, it'll be a fine and sunny day with a following wind and downhill all the way.
And which book did you get that out of?
The Book of Hope, I think it's called.
Beautiful sunshine, you can smell the eucalypt, tailwind all the way, and it's bliss.
I like optimism.
It's going to be great, and it is.
Yeah, come to
Bob's your uncle.
litre of ice cream to Scott.
So we've got to spend the entire day cycling just to expect a Thai sticky date pudding.
Yes, well the pressure's on, Brian. No worries, we'll have a bit of pressure.
Morning, Phil.
Yes!
Oh my goodness, we weren't expecting a gate. The track is clear enough now, but for some sections it disappeared completely into the grass. It's only by following the GPS device that we could continue with any sort of confidence. We found 2 troughs in Ballarat. That was a real bonus, finding 2 of them in the one sitting. Good morning, Brian.
Morning, Phil.
Good morning, gentlemen.
All off, Phil.
No, you didn't. Did the trip live up to expectations?
Magnificent. I think day 2, I had 2 punches on the same day, front and rear, ably assisted by the rest of the crew. Wind assistance was lovely, perfect climatic conditions. For the whole trip, we escaped the droplets that were predicted earlier, and we've had cloud cover, a great mixture of terrain, all surfaces, including the corrugations, but just a blissful tour.
Good. Would you do it again, do you think?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Okay, did the trip live up to expectations?
Oh yes, far exceeded.
Yes, we'd like to add a bit more to that.
Not really, no, it's terrific. No, it's been great. No incidents, no accidents. Great fellowship, great fun, good roads, good scenery. What more could you ask?
Yeah, it was a fantastic ride. I expected to be more loose gravel, and it wasn't, thank goodness. I would have been terrified. I had to get off once, I think, crossing a creek, but rest was very, very good. Yep, the social side was fantastic. Great friends and good ride. Perhaps the gravel bike might have helped on some of the parts we went cross country. There's one spot we went across these paddocks, and I'm sure we were in the wrong place, but Ian said it was great, but that was still really nice, and great group of guys, and yeah, met all my expectations, all right? Brilliant.
Fantastic, yeah. The trip across the paddocks was following GPS, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Hopefully we were right, yeah.
Yes, no, it was really good, really good.
So there we have it, really. 4 days, about 380 kilometres, plus a few extra to find the horse troughs. Plenty of look at, plenty of time to look at the gold mining era towns and the countryside. Plenty of history around. The country's still very dry because it's the end of summer. We haven't had the autumn rains yet. Nevertheless, it's an attractive part of Victoria. We're happy you could join us. See you on the next ride.